early childhood development. Each week we talk about a different stage of children development and what children need. And now, here comes your host.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the introductory episode of The Parenting. So, before I ask you to hokey pokey with me, I am going to tell you what this podcast is all about. So, my name is Taryn, and I am the mommy of The Parenting. I will be the host of the podcast, and I'm so excited that you are listening to this today. So just a little bit about myself before we get into the who, what, when, where, and the why of the podcast. My name, as I said, is Taryn, and I am a teacher. I have been a childcare professional for the last 14 years. I started out as an au pair in the USA, and when I got back home after my journey au pairing, I did a postgrad in education and found myself in a classroom, and that really is where I found my sweet spot. That is really where I came alive, and that is really what I enjoy doing. I absolutely love being a teacher. So what is this podcast all about? I'm so glad you asked. I will get into the what and the why of the podcast. And it's pretty simple. I believe that life is a game of preparation. If you are going to write an exam, there's preparation that needs to take place. If you are training for the Olympics, there's preparation that needs to take place. If you are going to get married, there's preparation that needs to take place. Not just for the wedding, but for the marriage that comes after that, right? What I found in my classrooms over the years is that there are so many cases where parenthood is not something that is prepared for. I feel like very often parents wing it, and it translates very heavily in a classroom setting, and also just observing and watching the children navigate life socially and emotionally outside of the classroom. I found that there is a huge deficit because parents are unaware of all the needs their children have, and because they are unaware, they don't meet those needs. And again, this translates into a child's life when you watch them and observe them trying to navigate life independently outside of having their parents' supervision. With this podcast, I aim to help those who want to be parents, those who are expectant parents, and those who are already parents, even teachers. This podcast aims to help prepare for each stage of early childhood development. Each week, an aspect of early childhood development will be discussed. I'll be talking about what a child needs, as well as ideas on how to stimulate children age appropriately and what expectations you can have of a child at these different ages and stages. I also aim to help parents understand what children need at these ages, as well as what to realistically expect from them. While I will be talking about different aspects of childhood development, early childhood development, I will not be doing it in chronological order. So, for example, my very first actual episode will be on newborn babies, and the second episode is on W-sitting, which comes later in life, or possibly could come later in life. So it's not necessarily in chronological order, but it's all aspects of development in early childhood. What you cannot expect from my podcast is perfection. I am as human as you are. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. I do not aim to have a perfect podcast at all. I do, however, aim to help as much as I can and where I can. I will be posting episodes weekly. Each episode would be no longer than 30 minutes, simply because I know that my target is very busy mommies and daddies who look after very busy little humans. So I don't plan to keep you very long, but I do plan to give you valuable content in the few minutes that I do have your attention every week. So that basically is what it's all about. If you have any feedback or any questions or any content suggestion for me, please pop me an email at taryn@theparenting.com, or you can slide into my DMs on Instagram @theparenting. Thank you so much for listening. Now that you know what it's all about, please do hokey pokey with me by hopping on that subscribe button and sharing. I will see you for my first official episode tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you for tuning into The Parenting. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you have any questions, feedback, or content suggestions, please email us at taryn@theparenting.com. Please remember to subscribe, like,